to the NXT Podcast, your home for weekly NXT reviews and insight.
The beautiful part of NXT is that when one dream ends, another dream begins.
Find all of your NXT news, recaps, and analysis right here. So with that being said, we only have one question for you.
Are you ready?
We thought so. Let's get the show started right now.
All right, everyone. This is Memphis Mark coming to you from Mullet Manor. And we're going to do the review for 5-7 of NXT. And they start off with Wes Lee is back in the house. Back from his injuries, some kind of surgery or whatever on his vertebrae. And so he is back and he jumps straight into it with a match with Josh Briggs. Somebody quite a bit bigger. Definitely not as fast, but definitely a lot stronger. And the size, it is what it is in this. And you're even going to have Ibar show up in here. But this whole thing is about Josh Briggs pretty much saying that you can't jump back in line. You got to go to the back of the line when it comes to the North American Championship. And the match, Wes looks pretty good. Josh, of course, is getting better every time I see him. So they've got all that going. So it was actually a pretty good finish on this match. And Wes Lee's going to end up winning it. But you've got the champ up in the old Muffet box looking down, and Ivar, and a little bit of everything in this match. But good little start, though. Good little start and a good finish for Wes. So, yeah, we got him back in the fold, and then they go through and do an underground recap with Natty. And, they did a recap. All right, I wasn't real happy on that match. Natty did what she could, yeah. But then you're going to have the aftermath of the match, which is Shayna Baszler coming, of course, with Lola Vice. And you've got Carmen Petrovic coming out with Natty. And, man, I got to say, Carmen really has got some skills as far as stand-up fighting. Or you can definitely tell she has done some competition type before. That's really good. She's good on her feet. But in this one, Shayna, and look, I like some of these guys on NXT. It's like they're writing whoever's doing it is freeing them up or something. It just Shayna just seems a little happier. It comes through on her matches, and she's going to use the bottom of the ring. Kind of unique, a way to, get the upper hand on Carmen and end up rolling her back in and getting the tap out. But I really have to say, Shayna just looks more at ease, or just looks like she's having, a better time. But then they go from there. We've got Val and Henry. And they do the little recap on her doing her turn in the Big Bells. So they've got Kiana Jordan out here playing the victim. I can't believe you would ever do that type of, drama in the soap opera. But, so Kiana pretty much gets caught in the locker room. It seems that happens quite a bit, saying something, and Valen hears her, so they're going to have a match. So it's amazing how that works out. They go into a little bit of the review on the North American Championship for the ladies that's coming up, and they do a couple spots to where they're going over the combine, and pretty much all it is an NFL style training, and they've got the guys and the gals out there just doing some competition, some basic stuff, and they highlight a few people that apparently are probably very world-class type in that field anyway, from an ex-WNBA player to some gymnast. I mean, there's some talent in that locker room, so they make it look good, but pretty much all it is a somebody watched the NFL and went, "Hey man, we need to do that," and they did. But yeah, they do a little of that, and then they have a spot with the no quarter catch crew, and you never know which one you're going to get out of the three. But you've got them having a little problem with the new tag team and Tyreek and Tyson, and these guys are coming in like gangbusters on the scene. But yeah, they're going to have a match, but it seems since Dempsey and Bourne and Kemp have not paid up. The Don Tony with the family seems to have arranged for the referee not to show up. So they got to have a ref, and who do they get but Stacks? And I've seen some type of angles on this before, and it usually works out pretty good. And this one did too. Stacks pulls it off every time. Fake or little Robert Orton, little RKO, and Dempsey were the two out of this particular group to go at it this time against Mr. Tyson and Mr. Tyreek. And every time, like, they would roll up one of the guys, Stacks would have to really check the shoulders to make sure they were pinned, and was just a little over zealous on a lot of his calls against the no quarter. So it was comical and fun. So I had no problem with it. It's going to turn out to where there's a quick roll up and a quick pin. And the new crew there, Tyson and Tyreek, the new guys on the scene, they're going to get a pin out of this. And of course, you're going to have Dempsey have to get the stick and have to do a little hollering. And, we're going to have a match coming up, I'm pretty sure there. Quick count, quick run, liked it. All right, then let me see. After that, we've got Ariana Grace and Gigi and Chelsea Green coming up for her match, the main event match against the champ Roxanne. And they've got Gigi in a vulnerable position, so they talk over her in this like only those two ladies can. And Gigi flips out and says she's had enough. Let me see. After that, you got a quick little Roxanne heel promo. Can't go wrong there. Quick one there. And then you've got this qualifying match for the North American Championship. And you got Michin and Miss Ariana Grace. And Michin is definitely the vet in this particular matchup. And Miss Grace, though, she will surprise you. She does sell. She plays her part very well. But she has in-ring skills. Do not forget that she can throw down a little bit in there, and they make the match look pretty good. Miss Grace sells really good. Michin is just a freaking boss. Goes in there and tears up for a while. But in the end, the little problem with the ref. Miss Grace rolls Michin up and tries to use the ropes. The ref catches her, and bam! The next thing you know, Michin is throwing it down on her chin, and we've got a pin. So Michin advances, and good little spot there. Michin looks good every time I've seen her in there. I don't know why they don't use her a little bit more. I guess they're trying to advance the younger talent, but Michin could still be in a storyline for sure. But you got a little Chase U and Thea having a little heart to heart, I guess, a little talk, and Chase U is going to get involved, but you got Lexis King making his first appearance, and Lexis is really, they're giving him a push, and he's, this particular show, he looks a little Chris Jericho-ish, a young Chris Jericho, but he pulls it off, and he's still got that beard, man, the perfect beard, but he comes on and does a little insulting, and bam, we're going to have a match with Duke, because Duke steps in, and so Mr. Holland doesn't have to get involved. So we're going to have a match with Duke Hudson and Lexis King coming up. But here's what I was kind of waiting for, because I was wanting to see how they were going to pull this off, but you've got the Supernova Sessions with Metaphor, and of course the main two guys in that are, you got Mensa and Noam, and they're going to call out the champ, Trick Willie. They're going to call him out. They've got the envelope they've been holding over his head. Like, is he the baby daddy? I mean, the crowd starts hollering that. Really good. I like the whole angle on that, but ends up they call Trick out. He gets in there and he does pretty good stand up against somebody else. It's like a verbiage going back and forth. He does good. I mean, he's, the skills on with the mic, I'm sure he's going to get nothing but better. It's just his in ring that I don't think he's quite ready for. But in this particular one, Noam is great in the ring and with the stick, and he gets in there, and they kind of let Lash and Trick reveal, first of all, that he's not the baby daddy, and that they apparently have got a little thing going on. So that's kind of revealed, so that'll come up in an angle somewhere in the storyline. But while everything's being discussed, Noam looks a little perturbed, a little, maybe because Lash and Trick are so much taller than him. It's like they're talking literally over his head. But he gets a little angry, and bam, does a spinning back fist and lays out Trick Willie, and kind of stands above him with the belt, pretty much challenging him, which Trick had already said, hey man, if you wanted a match, you didn't have to go through all this crap. And to the surprise of Lash Legend, she looks stunned, Trick's knocked out, and Noam and Mensa are ready to go. So we know where they're going to go with that. They're building a story. And, you don't ask Trick Willie a trick question. So, all right, some more of the Combine stuff they do after that. And then you go into a match with Kiana, Jordan, and Valen Henry. The drama queen against the newly turned heel. And, hey, Valen looks pretty good in the match. She does good in ring. Has the look, has the, the speak. So she is probably going to be getting called up within the next few months. I can see a couple more storylines with her, but then she might be out of there. But in this one, Valen is going to get the win. But I tell you what, Miss Jordan is getting better and better in ring. She's doing okay in her little spots, even though they're just using her for the drama queen spot. But I mean, she's doing what she's asked. And Valen, the heel turn is now full in effect. So we'll see, where that goes. But then, of course, since the match earlier, you've got the rebuttal of the No Quarter Catch crew. And they're going to call out Tony D. And go into all that. So that is setting up, a match upcoming. Let me see. And then you have Wise GM Ava, which has been carefully watching all the participants in this combine. And she has chosen the 12 ladies that will compete out of 20 They say they chose 12. And the 12, let me see, they end up being Sol Ruka, Thea Hale, Michin, Valen Henry, Izzy Dane. Let me see, you got Ivy Now, Tatum Paxley, Ren Sinclair, Miss Kiana Jordan, Lash Legends. Let me see, Brentley Reese. And I'm missing somebody in there. I don't know. But anyway, they picked the top 12 pretty much, and they're going to run with that on their new combine match that's going to be coming up in the UFC arena, on the UFC stage. So they're definitely starting with that angle, the way they've got the NFL already involved, and they're taking a little bit of the draft, or the combine. So we'll just see where that goes. But then you got Lexis King going up against Chase Hughes on Duke Hudson, and Duke does good in the ring. I like him in the ring, but in this particular situation, he's they're giving a push to Mr. King, so you know where that's going to go, and it does. But the match itself is pretty good. Lexus gets to do a couple of his spots. Then they give Duke a chance to look good and sell a little bit there. So the match itself is pretty good, but now they've had Ridge Holland involved in this storyline already, and of course he comes out and gets involved, and there's your distraction, which causes Mr. King to get the pin, and Duke to be a little befuddled. But it's Ridge Holland comes in, causes a little distraction, and bam, Lexis King gets the win. And after that, they do a little, they got a little bit more of metaphor, give Noam a little time, and it's and this Javon Evans, he kind of makes Noam mad. So just on his words, because he didn't like, Mr. Evans didn't like seeing Trick Willie get knocked out by a spinning back fist by a much smaller man. But it is what it is. But that's going to lead to a match next week. So then we finally get to the actual championship, or to the main event, and it's going to be Chelsea Green going up against Roxanne Perez, the freshly turned heel on her voyage. But in this match, Roxanne is a smaller lady in herself. I mean, she plays that very well, but Chelsea Green is I did not realize how much bigger she was, or taller. And so that makes Roxanne really have to work, I think, a little bit harder to really look good in this, because Chelsea has got some moves. She can do a couple poses, and man, she's going to look good. But the angle they're doing with Roxanne, which she doesn't like the main roster, people coming back. She didn't like it last week. She doesn't like it this week with Chelsea Green. So it gives her an angle. She's it's us against the world, type. They're coming in from all angles to try to take my belt, and she does a pretty good job playing it up, to tell you the truth. But at Chelsea in this match does really good. Kind of surprised me how good Chelsea was, actually, and she played up to the cameras. It was really good. She is a main roster talent. I was kind of wondering, when you watch some of these the NXT ladies each week, you wonder how some of these people can be on the main roster. But Chelsea, Death Match's protege there, she did really, really good. So, but plays the matchup good, does a storyline good. Roxanne does really good. Looks good in the ring. Has all her moments on cue. I mean, does, pretty good. So I can't really say anything bad. And Roxanne is going to end up pulling this like a rabbit out of her hat and pulling this off and getting the pin. But it's just in the manner that she does it. Chelsea doesn't really look bad because she was cheated out of it. Roxanne pulls the whole angle off really good. So, good match. And, to tell you the truth, this week, there's really wasn't a stinker match, or there wasn't anything that just really stood out to me on this show. They did really play up the NFL type of the combine, and they're really pushing that. And, we'll see on down the road how that works. But, they spent a lot of time on that. As far as their in-ring matches this week, not bad. Really liked seeing Michin getting some TV time, and we know since she won, we'll get a little bit more time with her coming up, so she's getting a little exposure. Metaphor. I mean, where are we going to go? You can almost do the music. Dun, dun, dun. What angle are we going to see the breakup of Metaphor? Is it a Yoko Ono kind of thing? And that was a John Lennon reference, and John Lennon was in the Beatles, and it was anyway, are we going to see some kind of effect like that? What angle are they going to go with that? Lash and Trick. They're definitely building an angle there. So, do we let that build up and fester a few weeks, and then she does the big turn on him? Please, let's not have another Miss Elizabeth and Randy Macho Man moment, and or something like that. But I don't know. We will see what the future holds in that. But yeah, and then I guess they're all getting ready for our big PPL upcoming in the UFC arena. Something, like I said before, they originally said that they would not do. They would not cross-brand it. And here we are, a year into the merger or the takeover of UFC into wrestling, and they're doing just what they said they wouldn't. So, yeah, they've learned really quick. So it works out really, really good. Let's see here. I had, let me see. No, I think I got all of that. I did have, some great messages this week from a few people, so I really appreciate that. Let me see here. I had them right around here. Here we go. All right, yeah. We got some messages from, got a couple from here, of course, in America, in the States. But I got a couple, one from, specifically from Australia. From our friends across the pond there, and it's the Staffy group, from Sydney, with Sonic and everybody, so really appreciate you guys listening over there, and also got a few from Manchester, England, and from Dublin, Ireland. So, wow, did not realize that we were going out, well, This thing goes all over the world, but I did not realize we had that many people listening from all over. So I definitely appreciate every week if you do give us a listen. So thank you, guys. And wow, I guess we are done. Yeah, we're done for the week. We got some bad weather getting ready. Of course, it seems like every week when I do this show in the spring and the summer on Tuesday nights and Wednesdays, it seems we have a lot of bad weather coming in, and we got to batten the hatches down and bring the boats in and cover the tractors. So, guys, thank you very much for listening this week. And you know what? If you can, get out and help a rescue, help a shelter, do whatever you can, whether it's monetary or physically, if you can get out there. Spay and neuter. And for all you seniors and people graduating, like I said, it's just one day, so don't overdo it and enjoy it. All right, guys, I guess we're done. So like we do it each week, this is a Memphis Mark, and you know what? I'm out.
Thanks for listening to the WWE Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss a show, or head to WWEpodcast.com. And for all of these shows ad-free, head over to patreon.com/WWE Podcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.